kidding, it's not that bad. I also made some pancakes.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Good morning, boys and girls. Okay, I kinda failed the breakfast attempt. Let's go get breakfast outside of my house. Usually I cook breakfast at home, but yesterday I had 12 hours shift at work, lifting heavy weights and stuff, at the store. So I guess today I'm not going to be very productive. I will order some food and cook something and stay at home. Actually, it's a lovely day outside. A lovely day to stay at home.
Look.
So this is my home, and here around this tree is the shop. So this red kiosk with a happy lady with bread is selling pastry and bread and different stuff. Она знала, что выбрать в следующий раз. So this is a sweet pastry with cottage cheese and apples. Actually, we usually use cottage cheese for desserts and sweets. The main food inspector inspecting some products delivered from the store. So what do we have? We have цикорий. It's a thing that tastes kind of like coffee, but it's not coffee. Maybe I will explain you later. Some fresh sourdough. Of course, we're in Russia. Bread is important. Some cherry tomatoes. Check them, please. Okay, thank you. And of course, sour cream. We are in Russia. Sour cream goes through my veins. But we are in Asian part of Russia, so also kimchi. Because, we eat kimchi since 19th century, not since 2014 because BTS became popular. It's our traditional food because 100 years ago when Russians came here and start new cities on forest of Russia, a lot of Korean people moved to become Russian citizens. Because, Korea had some troubles in the past with Japan and China and just like, a lot of bad things happened to them. So a lot of people moved here, and traditionally up to 30% of population here used to be Korean people. So Korean cuisine is a part of, very important part of our daily food, because we still have a lot of Korean people and they make some wonderful products. So some herbs or herbs, I don't know how to pronounce it right. A nice tea, like, Asian tea, Taiwan tea, Chinese tea thing. Because again, we are in Asian Russia. Some nuggets, cheese. We have some cheese. We have some lactose-free milk, potatoes, cucumbers, eggs, chicken. I even can read potil, or maybe not podil, cheese ramen. And of course, again, it's a long story of my childhood in Asian Russia, with having no treats for kids except Korean ones. So chakapai, it's our everything here, and some eggs. Good, very good. Waiting for my nuggets. Please, babies, faster, please. I'm waiting for you. I remember when I visited United States, I was shocked of the chicken size. So this is chicken breasts, and they are smaller than my hand. And I have pretty actually, okay, you can tell, but it's a small hand, okay? And they way smaller than even my hand. That's actually what the regular chicken size looks like. I don't know what you do to your chickens, but stop. Please stop. It's not okay. You probably can say, oh yeah, then stop the war in your country. I tried. I couldn't. Okay, fair point. So what do we have for 2,300 rubles? 2,300 rubles, I guess it's like $35. Yeah, I guess it's $35. If you think it's cheap and affordable, first of all, it's twice more expensive than like 3 years ago before the war. Before the war, it would be like, I guess, 20 bucks. Now it's like 35. And don't forget about the salaries, because yesterday I had 12 hours shift at the store and I got like 60 bucks. 60 bucks for 12 hour shift. Okay, minus 1 hour for the lunch and 1 hour for a few breaks. So I worked like 10 hours. 60 bucks, it's like $6 an hour, and it's good salary in Russia. So if you like, oh, this is like $35 in Russia but like 70 in US, yeah, but you don't have $5-6 an hour thinking it's good. Because we also have $2-3 an hour. It's a regular salary here. My $6 yesterday was a good case. I miss prices in Vietnam, because in Vietnam this would be like maybe $15. Okay, maybe 20. And at night I'm going to make chicken kimchi stew, and I will pair it with some rice, or maybe we will have a whole cheat day. Oh, and add some cheese and a little bit of sour cream for creaminess. Oh, that's gonna be fire! So I fried chicken, add some garlic, add some tomatoes. They are absolutely do not belong in this recipe. So if you are a Korean, I am sincerely sorry. Russia is a scary place. Look what we do to your legacy. I know tomatoes are not belong in this recipe, but I have them, and if I will not use them, they will go bad pretty soon, so I need to use that tomatoes. Now I will add some Chinese oyster sauce, some Korean gochujang, Russian honey, Chinese Korean kimchi. That's gonna be good with rice. Oh please, that's gonna be wonderful. Please don't judge me for my dirty stove. Okay, judge me. So I mixed honey, gochujang and soy sauce. And now, time for kimchi. It's so uncomfortable to do with one hand, you have no idea. I feel so stupid actually, doing it with one hand. That's it. Now it needs maybe like 10 minutes. And the stew is ready. Super delicious with rice, or even mashed potato, or some noodles, like whatever you prefer. Sometimes I do this with soy sauce instead of oyster sauce, or I also sometimes add fish sauce. I mean, there are a million ways to ruin someone's traditional food. So, so don't be shy, do it. You see here, right? I need to clean it, chef. When September ends. What's of the day? Yeah, we're in Russia. It means you have to drink tea 3 to 5 times a day. Story time. That's why I look so serious. Story time, guys. If you go outside, like on the street, maybe only half of population would be, classical, stereotypical Slavic faces with blue eyes and blonde hair. Up to 25% are Asian people here. It mostly local Asians, because there are so many different nationalities here, local native people who lived here thousands of years before Russia and China came to this territory, because you know Russia was to the west on the European part of the world, and China was way souther to the south. This land wasn't really belonged to anyone. At some point it was Manchu, I guess in English, the Manchuria Empire, but most of history, like thousands of years, here lived a lot of different interesting nationalities. They still live here. Unfortunately, the population is shrinked. And it never was that big, but of course it suffered from, you know, Russian people moving here. Thanks God we didn't have like horrible things going on here comparing to like Native Americans in the United States or Inuit people in Canada. Like then, you know, Canadian governments were slaughtering dogs of native people and dividing dividing kids from their mothers. Like there was some really dark stuff, and it was like recently in 70s, in 80s. Thanks God we didn't have here this going on, which is interesting knowing Russian government. So yeah, thanks God there wasn't any like really cruel actions against local people, but still, you know, when one big population moved to territory of a smaller group of people, they had to adapt, they had to switch from their native language to the language of colonizations. So unfortunately, not a lot of local people still speak their native language. There are, of course, some, especially in villages, but unfortunately, their culture wasn't preserved that well through 150 years that Russians live here. But thanks God, there are still people who cherish their cultures. We have special organizations and different communities where people learn like languages and customs, traditions, dancings, different crafts. But unfortunately, some nationalities have like 200 people left. Some doing better. Some have like few thousand or like 10, 100,000 of people. But some languages are going to extinct, and that there is sad. There is sad reality of what's going on with small ethnic groups in bigger countries. But thanks God we still have some native people here who trying to preserve culture. And tomorrow I'm going to the concert of a local singer. She's Ivan. She's Ivan or Evenk. It's one of many local nationalities here in far east of Russia, and she sings in her traditional language. Her mom writes lyrics, and the girl makes music and sing that songs, and she is absolutely amazing. So tomorrow I will go to the concert with my friend, and we will show you, I hope I'll show you that concert, and you will see why I love the culture of local people so much, because they are absolutely amazing. They're absolutely amazing people, local natives. I am myself not from Khabarovsk, so Khabarovsk, it's a provincial town, but it's still pretty big city. It's like more than 500,000 people. I am from this place that way smaller, like tiny town to like 30,000 people up to the north of that region, and it's a traditional land of native people. So I grew up in that place with they call nivs. In Russian it's nivhi. So it's a land of that nivhi, very unique ancient nationality with amazing culture and amazing traditions. So I grew up there around that people. That's why I love so much traditions of local people. I mean, not only because I grew up around them, It's really very unique and interesting cultures. And I'm blessed being born in Asian Russia, because I have two different lores that I understand, like Russian lore, crazy Russian lore, because I'm still mostly Russian, but also Asian lore, different Asian lores. I mean, because Asia is not one big country like people used to think, like it's Asia. Asia can be different. It can be like China, Korea, and Japan. It also can be Central Asia, like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. It can be Russian Asia with Asian people who lived here 1,000 years, but they don't have like their state, and they don't have that famous name like Chinese and Japanese people. But they are also Asian, and North Asian, super cool people with wonderful traditions and history. So I guess it's a nice place. I always thought what my life would be if I would be born in, like, I don't know, Europe or United States or, I don't know, Brazil. But if thinking about Russia, I guess it's the best place to be born here, because Russians in Moscow sometimes don't understand how big our country. They don't understand we have so many different nationalities, which is weird, because up to quarter of our population are Asian people. 80% of territory is Asia. Because I know a lot of people from like Buryatia or Yakutia or Tatarstan, when they go to Moscow, people from Moscow can ask them, like, do I need visa to go to Tatarstan? Tatarstan, like, it's a republic inside of Russia, and it's inside of Russia for 500 years. They are, nationally wise, they are a mix of European and Asian people. Some of them look really Asian, some of them look more European. They are Muslim by religion, and they are the part of Russia for half of the 1,000 years. And they're really close to Moscow, to Europe. They almost they kind of in the European part of the world. And people in Moscow ask if they need visa to go to Tatarstan, when Tatarstan is a part of Russia for 500 fucking years. And a lot of people from Buryatia or like our native people, when they go to Moscow, some Russians can say to them, "Oh, Chinese." Only then someone starts to speak pure Russian, they understand their mistake. But for me, it sounds crazy, because I am being born and raised in the Asian part of Russia. I'm used to that, Russians can look different. But even some Russians sometimes don't understand how different people in this country. So maybe that's why I'm telling you this, guys, in a case if you thought that all Russians blue eyes and blonde hair. If you will see my father, you will be very surprised how different Russians can be, because I look a lot of like my father, but he has blue eyes and blonde hair, and I got my coloring from my Asian mom. So yeah, Russian lore is crazy, because so many cultures, so many different nationalities. And on top of that, our crazy government and our crazy history throughout the centuries. Crazy lore. Really, really crazy lore. I guess next time I see you on the concert tomorrow. I don't know if it was interesting for you, but this girl was here all the time. Look at her, look at her, look at her. I supposed to go here with my friend, but she bailed like an hour before the the meeting, so I came here alone. And it's raining, and I have no umbrella, so I'm alone under the rain.
А погромче. Делайте. А если вы спросите, где здесь танцевать? Так вот здесь, в этой части.
I'm absolutely soaking wet. The rain keeps going, but it was so cool. The singer, the girl, the music, her talent, oh my god, that was so cool. I am myself from indigenous area of Russia, so that music means a lot for me, and that's so cool. That was so cool! The only problem is that the rain still goes, and I need to go home through puddles. And the walking home will take like 30 minutes.